Have you ever considered a simple apricot, not just as a fruit, but as a golden masterpiece, like a canvas just waiting for an artist's touch?
It's a fascinating idea, isn't it?
Yeah, what if every jar in your pantry held an edible artwork with its own story, its own technique?
Well, today we're taking a deep dive into exactly that. We're looking at insights from Apricot, an artist's complete palette of perfection, and also touching on the shrimp boat spread M for a broader view.
Okay.
And our mission isn't just, listing recipes. It's about unpacking how these different preserve techniques really elevate this fruit.
Turning it into a whole gallery of flavors and textures.
Exactly. Think of it as maybe a shortcut to becoming genuinely well-informed about the artistry behind fruit spreads.
Okay, let's unpack this. I feel like you're about to discover some surprising facts, those aha moments.
Hopefully.
And maybe look at your pantry with a fresh, artistic eye, understanding the why behind it all.
That's the goal.
So the source material, it really grabs you right away with this metaphor, doesn't it?
It really does.
It says, the apricot, nature's own masterpiece of golden hues, offers the culinary artist an extraordinary canvas for creative expression.
And then it compares the techniques to a painter's palette rich with every shade. It's quite vivid.
It is. What's really fascinating, though, is how they frame each method.
Right. It's not just a process.
No, it's like a choice to capture different aspects of the apricot's complex character.
Exactly. It's not just making jam. It's crafting this gallery of flavors and textures that would make any Renaissance master envious.
Wow. That really elevates it, doesn't it? Takes preserving beyond just, storing fruit.
It makes it intentional, almost philosophical. You're deciding what you want that apricot to say.
So for you listening, this means we're not just learning techniques today. We're exploring a kind of culinary philosophy.
Understanding the intention behind each jar.
And appreciating these spreads as, well, actual works of art.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's start our tour of this culinary gallery. Where do we begin? If the apricot's the canvas, what's the boldest stroke?
We'd start with apricot jam. The source calls it the impasto technique in golden oils.
Impasto? That's like thick paint, right, where you can see the brushstrokes.
Precisely. Think Van Gogh. And here, it means visible fruit pieces suspended in rich golden medium. You see the texture.
Ah, okay. You can almost feel those fruit pieces, a real textural thing. What's the core idea there?
The core idea is celebrating the fruit's sort of raw integrity, its presence.
How's it made, according to this artistic method?
Well, the palate preparation involves macerating apricots in sugar, soaking them.
Right, to soften them up and get the juices flowing?
Exactly. Then color development uses gentle heat to build that thick texture, keep the pieces intact.
Not boiling it to oblivion.
No. And a final glazing with lemon and vanilla adds brightness. It's all about showcasing the fruit's bold presence.
Making a statement.
Yes, a statement piece. Every spoonful acknowledges the apricot's original form. It's meant for, thick spreading on sourdough or in croissants. Very satisfying.
Okay, so that's the bold impasto. What if you wanted the total opposite? Something about pure essence, clarity.
Then we move to apricot jelly. This uses the transparent glazing technique.
Glazing, like thin layers in painting.
Exactly. The source compares it to the crystal clear perfection of a Venetian glass masterpiece. It's all about the pure liquid.
Wow. Like capturing the apricot's soul, maybe? Distilled down.
That's a great way to put it. It's about the pursuit of purity.
So how do they achieve that?
Color extraction is key. Simmering the apricots, then carefully straining them to get only the purest liquid. No solids.
Ah, okay. Very different from the jam.
Completely. Then transparent layer building combines that nectar with honey and cardamom for subtle complexity, but without clouding it. Pectin helps set the glaze for that perfect amber translucence.
The intention is elegance, purity.
Yes. Distilling the fruit to its most pristine form. Ideal for glazing pastries, or maybe with sharp cheeses, where that clarity provides a beautiful contrast.
Interesting. Okay, jam is texture, jelly is clarity. What about preserving the fruit's actual shape?
That brings us to apricot preserves, described as an alla prima fresh fruit study.
Alla prima. That's painting quickly, right? Capturing freshness.
Yes, at first attempt. Working directly. And these preserves similarly emphasize maintaining the fruit's structure, the actual have.
Like a classical still life?
Mm-hmm.
Celebrating the apricot's architectural integrity. What's the goal there?
It's about appreciating the fruit in its most recognizable state, preserving its shape, its natural beauty.
How is that done?
The source mentions atmospheric perspective, Gentle cooking to soften the fruit, but deliberately keeping its shape.
Okay.
Star anise and orange zest add aroma, that sort of background depth. And then a really artistic touch balsamic vinegar creates a chiaroscuro effect.
Chiaroscuro, like
Yeah.
Rembrandt. Strong light and shadow.
Exactly, that contrast. Here, it adds subtle dark notes against the golden fruit, a bit of drama.
Fascinating. And where would you use that?
It pairs wonderfully with Greek yogurt or panna cotta, places where those beautiful intact fruit halves provide both visual and textural pleasure.
It's really amazing how much thought goes into this. Bold strokes, pure essence, classical forms. Each one a different choice.
A different artistic intention.
Right. Let's move beyond these single textures now. What about the complex compositions? This is where it gets really interesting, you said. Blends and things.
Indeed, this is where we see more intricate combinations. First up is apricot conserve, described as a mixed media collage.
Mixed media.
Yeah.
Okay, some different materials coming together.
Exactly, like an art. Here it means fresh and dried apricots, toasted almonds, maybe some cranberries, crystallized ginger.
Wow, that's a lot going on. The source says it's like a Rothko painting where different textures create depth.
That's a fantastic analogy. It captures that layering.
So planning is key here, I guess.
Absolutely. Composition planning brings together textures and flavors that really complement each other. Then the layering technique lets each element shine.
What kinds of elements?
You get the moisture of fresh apricots, the chewiness and concentrated sweetness of dried ones, the crunch from nuts, that little spicy kick from ginger.
Ah, I see. It's about synergy.
Exactly. The whole is greater than the sum of its parts. You get this complex interplay between smooth and rough, sweet and tart, soft and crunchy.
Sounds versatile.
Very. Think artisanal crackers and aged cheddar, or even as a sort of chutney with grilled meats. It's meant to be a full sensory experience.
Okay, from that rich collage, what if you want the opposite again? Seamlessly smooth, super refined.
Then you're looking at apricot fruit butter. This uses the Sumato blending technique.
Sfumato.
Yeah, no.
Leonardo da Vinci, right? A smoky, soft-edged look.
Precisely. Softening transitions, no hard lines. And this butter aims for that same seamless, velvety texture.
Leonardo's smoke-like gradations for fruit butter. That really paints a picture. How's it achieved? What's the experience?
The intention is pure smoothness, indulgence. It starts with underpainting, slow roasting the apricot.
Roasting. Interesting.
Yeah, it caramelizes them, builds a deep flavor foundation. Then sfumato blending means pureeing until perfectly smooth. Spices are added gradually for complexity, but without any harsh edges.
So it's all about that luxurious texture.
Almost ethereal smoothness. Perfect spread on warm scones or used for glazing pork tenderloin gives it that glossy finish. It's about transforming the fruit into this uninterrupted, smooth experience.
And for something lighter, capturing that fresh, almost fleeting quality.
That would be apricot compote. The source calls it an en plein air watercolor.
On plein air, painting outdoors, capturing the light, like the Impressionists.
Exactly, capturing immediacy, the changing atmosphere.
So this compote is about capturing the fresh, immediate quality of the fruit, like capturing the way morning light plays across fruit. Sounds lovely and light.
It is. The plein air setup means brief, gentle cooking, maybe with some white wine, honey, thyme, a bay leaf.
Oh, nice additions.
The goal is fresh, bright flavors, not concentrated sweetness. It preserves the fruit's vibrant, lively character.
So it's the lightest one.
Yes, the lightest preparation. Designed to be enjoyed over vanilla ice cream or as a light topping for cheesecake. Something where its fresh presence enhances rather than overwhelms.
These complex ones really show the range, don't they? Dense conserve, smooth butter, fresh compote. Okay, let's dive into the final gallery. Exotic and nuanced masterworks. This sounds intriguing. Global influences, historical art.
Right, this section brings in some fascinating twists. We start with apricot chutney, described as an Orientalist spice painting.
Orientalist painting, 19th century, depicting exotic scenes, vibrant colors.
That's the one. Think vibrant pigments, unfamiliar scenes.
So this chutney is like a journey for the taste buds. You can almost smell the spices.
You really can. The culinary insight here is bold flavor contrasts, aromatic complexity.
How do they build that?
The exotic palette involves toasting spices, first mustard seeds, coriander, turmeric, cayenne, cinnamon, really wakes them up.
Toasting spices makes such a difference.
It does. Then cultural fusion comes from sautéing onions, then adding the apricots and those bloom spices, building layers, like the source says, complex compositions of ingres odalisques.
Wow. And the sweet and sour.
Essential. Vinegar and brown sugar provide that sweet and sour contrast. It's designed for curries, aged cheeses, grilled lamb, anywhere you want that burst of complex, unexpected flavor.
Next up, apricot curd. Silky, luminous, harkening back to Byzantine icon painters, using the Renaissance egg tempera technique.
Exactly. Egg tempera used egg yolk as a binder, known for its luminous, almost glowing quality.
Right, on icons and panels. So this curd aims for that same silky, ethereal quality.
That's the idea. Luxurious richness, delicate, smooth finish.
What's the secret to that Renaissance glow in a curd?
It requires careful pigment preparation, starting with a pure apricot puree. Then the egg tempera medium is the base of egg yolks and sugar. That's the protein-rich structure.
Okay,
And the color binding happens when you temper the warm puree with cold butter. That creates the lustrous quality.
sounds decadent.
It is perfect for filling tart shells or topping scones. That beautiful visual and smooth texture.
Then there's apricot fruit paste. This sounds intense. Permanence and intensity of a Renaissance fresco. Firm, cuttable, the fresco secco technique.
Right. Fresco secco is painting on dry plaster. It allows detail but takes time. This paste also involves an intense drying process.
So it's about concentration, deep flavor, solid form. What's the commitment here?
It's definitely a commitment. The insight is profound flavor concentration and enduring form. Cartoon transfer involves slow cooking apricots for an hour, really develops flavors.
An hour, wow.
Then pigment concentration, another 45 minutes of constant stirring until it's thick enough to hold its shape.
Constant stirring, dedication,
And then, after surface preparation, it needs to dry for a full 24 hours.
a real labor of love.
It is. But the result is this intense, highly concentrated source of vitamin A, meant to be sliced and served with something like manchego cheese or cut into elegant petit fours. Its firm texture and deep flavor really stand out.
Okay, switching gears completely. Liquid and luminous again. Apricot shrub. The Venetian glass technique. Clear, brilliant like Murano glass, a concentrate for drinks.
Exactly. Venetian glass from Murano, known for its clarity, color, craftsmanship. The shrub aims for that brilliance.
How do you get that jewel-like quality in a drink concentrate and complex flavor?
The intention is refreshment, but with nuance. Glass blowing preparation starts with a long maceration, 24 hours for apricots and sugar.
Okay, time again.
Then fire polishing involves gently heating the strained syrup with champagne vinegar and spices cardamom, cinnamon, perhaps.
The champagne vinegar, nice.
This develops complex flavor depths and gives it that luminous quality. It's fantastic mixed with sparkling water, super
Yeah.
refreshing, or used in cocktails for color, complexity, sophistication.
And finally, for a really complex interplay, apricot mostarda. The Byzantine mosaic technique, capturing the distinct character of individual tiles.
Yes. Byzantine mosaics use small, individual pieces tesserae to create these intricate, glowing images. Each piece distinct, but part of the whole. This mostarda aims for that effect with flavor.
So distinct elements working together, sweet, hot, sour.
Precisely. It's about creating a symphony of bold yet harmonious flavors and textures.
How is that achieved?
Tesserae preparation involved cooking apricot quarters until translucent, so each piece keeps its character. Then gold leaf application, metaphorically speaking, adds mustard elements.
Ah, the mostarda part.
Right. Mustard seeds, ground mustard, Dijon, they provide those brilliant highlights, that spicy kick. Vinegar and other spices act as the grout work, binding it all together.
Sounds punchy.
It is. Excellent with aged cheeses and cured meats or roasted pork. That sweet, hot, sour profile provides a really dynamic counterpoint.
Wow, what a tour. 12 different techniques, 12 different artistic expressions of the apricot.
And after all that, you might wonder about marmalade.
Ah, good point, apricot marmalade.
The source makes a key distinction here. It explicitly states, apricot marmalade, not applicable citrus only.
Oh, right. Marmalade needs that bitter citrus peel.
Exactly. It reminds us that even within this artistic framework, each preserve type has its own defining characteristics, its own rules and mediums, you could say, like different art forms.
That's a crucial clarification.
Yeah.
So this whole Masters Gallery, what does it mean for you listening? What's the takeaway?
I think it means taking inspiration from these specific apricot techniques, yes, but also applying that artistic mindset more broadly.
Seeing every fruit, every ingredient as a creative possibility.
Exactly. And if we connect back to the shrimp boat spread M, that book reinforces the idea that fruit is not just food, but a canvas for endless creativity.
Right. It mentions a whole palette of ingredients.
Yeah.
Mangoes, blackberries, figs, pears.
Showing that this artistic approach isn't just for apricots. You can apply it almost anywhere. It encourages unexpected pairings. Remember that pear rosemary chutney idea? It opens up a world of possibilities.
It's about liberating your inner culinary artist.
It's not just following recipes step by step. It's seeing the potential, understanding the intention behind different techniques.
Unleashing that creativity in your own kitchen.
And there's one final, really lovely thought from the apricot source, the conservation notes.
Oh, what's that?
It reminds us that some of these creations actually improve with age, developing complexity like fine wines or aged paintings.
Ah, that really reinforces the artistic value, doesn't it?
It does. It encourages us to appreciate the transformation over time, to treat our preserves not just as food, but as works that mature, that deepen in character, truly becoming edible masterpieces.
So today we've journeyed through this incredible master's gallery of apricot preparations.
We've seen how each of these 12 techniques captures a different aspect of the apricot's character,
From the bold, textured impasto jam.
to the luminous transparency of a shrub, exploring how simple ingredients become edible masterpieces through thoughtful culinary art and philosophy.
We really hope this deep dive has given you a fresh perspective. Maybe turns your fruit bowl into a potential art studio.
Or your pantry into a gallery of delicious creations, each with its own story.
So here's a question for you to ponder. Which of these apricot masterpieces will you try to create? Or maybe seek out first? What artistic statement does your palate crave right now?
Or perhaps, how might you apply this artistic lens to other ingredients you have on hand? Reconnecting with nature's bounty, sparking entirely new culinary adventures. Go forth and create your own delicious masterpieces. Your canvas awaits.